Darin and Anita. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back to the show from the commercial break. And Anita, we've talked about this for the last two shows, and we've been running the Knock Down In song, which you've been throwing me under the bus on.
Well, you do it to yourself, Darin.
Thanks so much, Anita. See, there you go again. But we finally got him on the phone. We hit and missed each other last year in November at the Beach Music Awards, and it's great to have him on with us right now. None other than the man, Lomax. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm great. And how are you all doing?
We're doing good.
Doing good.
I really appreciate you all taking the time to have me. And I know it's been trying to get together and kind of missing each other, man, but I have really been waiting patiently.
Well, hey, we appreciate you waiting on us. I tell you, it's the entertainment business thing, man. It's like everybody's off on different things at times, and then finally we all come together. But, watching you last November at the beach, Anita wasn't home for that. She wasn't able to make it down. Actually, she was in Key West. We're not going to tell anybody she didn't go. She went somewhere else.
Shush.
But she didn't get meet you and see some of your shows down there. We've been listening to the music. Man, you're an incredible entertainer.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was the first time I was down at North Myrtle Beach at the Beach Music
Awards.
I can't describe it. It was the best, man, that I had been through in a while, man. Everybody was just exceptionally nice. Everything just went great. Everybody was so warm and open, and everybody it was just great, man. And hopefully I can be on the awards again next year.
The Southern Soul world is actually crossing over into the Carolina beach music world, and it's cool to see a lot of Southern Soul folks there.
Yes. I tell you, man, I got my green dot hat on today. I'm like green dot forever, They walked me around, and they were, man, just showed me so many places, and it felt so good to go in the club and hear people playing swinging. Well, the DJs down there are great, and everybody was just dancing, and I videotaped a lot of it. It was a few beach bands that I heard, man, and I had to just tell some of those guys, I said, hey, man, you all are awesome. It was like, man.
Well, I tell you, you were talking about Swing It. There is one song for you in both markets, the Southern Soul world on Carolina Beach. That is a smash right there, man.
Yes, and I couldn't believe how it took off, man. But, Jenny sends out all of the music,
right.
JW Management. She sends out all of the stuff for a few artists, but she sent that out to the beach music world, and the DJs jumped on it, man. It just took off. I appreciate you all for making it what it was, or what it still is.
Well, Lomax, since you're on, the first time you're on with us and our listeners, how did Lomax get started in this music industry? Because, man, you have a repertoire of things that you have accomplished that's incredible.
Well, starting out as a small boy in a small town, it's not a lot of musicians were here, but as a lot of us do, coming up in the church and, getting a lot of playing in and being able to sing and play in the church. And once I became old enough, I kind of moved away from home and moved to the Atlanta scene and kind of got into things there and started meeting some people. And it just took off. It's just the God-gifted talent that I had.
Right.
I just kind of nurtured it into some things, man, and it just took off.
Now, the cool thing that I saw in this, as you got into the music business, you actually were on tour with a jazz organist.
Charles Erlin, they called him the Burner. He was real big, man. That's when I lived in New York for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, and I got a chance to meet George Benson and go to George Benson's house.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun playing with Erlin at that particular time, and to be able to come from the little small town in Georgia and just be exposed to that scene in New York like that, man. That was a real culture. That was a shock and a half.
And to work with someone like him, it would be incredible.
Oh, yes, man, because, the Burner, he was big in the jazz world.
Right. Yes.
My grandmother passed, and then I moved back to Atlanta and was just hanging out up there with the scene, with the musician scene.
Right.
It was kind of hard to get a gig at first, and so I moved back home, and it was a group called me, and they asked was I still interested in playing, and that was kind of the first thing, a group called Maga Brain out of Atlanta.
Right.
And once I got with that group, then I kind of springboarded on with the group Cash Flow, which was pretty big in the 80s. It was one of Cameo's groups on Atlanta Artists.
Right.
think we were number 3 on Billboard, and we toured UK with Cameo, and over here in America did a bunch of gigs. But
I know. I thought it was pretty neat that you guys were in the UK, or you traveled over to the UK to do all that, because that's such a different music scene as well.
yes, we did Top of the Pops. When you mentioned Top of the Pops, it's like MTV or BET over in the UK, you know. Man, but I'll tell you what, man, over there, they treat you so well. It's kind of like the beach music family, you know.
Right.
When you go over there, they really welcome you with open arms. They sit down, and everything was really, really nice. One of the first big soul things that I did was Your Man Is Home Tonight.
Right.
Yeah, that was at a studio, man, over Mazette Watt Studio, man, off Arden Avenue in Atlanta, which is long gone now. But, man, I was like 18 years old, fresh out of the country, man.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta, Georgia. Man, you should have seen it when I was like 22, fresh out of the country, moved to New York City. Oh, man. I was like, I've never seen so many people walk in the streets at one time.
That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
Well, here you go. Here's one for you. I thought very interesting here is that through the gospel projects, going back to that for just a second, as you were introduced to the National Congress of Black Women to do some things with them, and actually you've met and got to speak with First Lady Michelle Obama.
That was for... I have a cousin that sits on one of the boards with the National Congress, and Dr. Ife Williams, which is the chair of the National Congress, a real good friend of mine. We were sitting at a brunch, and we were just all talking, and she kind of passed it on to me that they were getting ready to do an unveiling of the bust of Sojourner Truth in the Capitol, which was the first black female bust to be unveiled at the Capitol. So I told her I would like to write a song for that.
Right.
So I did the music, and my son at the time, he was probably about 17 or 16. Right. I think he wrote the lyrics to that song.
Cool.
And I performed it there with Yolanda Adams and Dorinda Clark Cole, which was it was a very good day. And I tell people, everybody who was there that day, from Sheila Jackson Lee to all of the Congress people, the person that really went out of their way to treat me nice, really, really nice, was Miss Hillary Clinton.
Really?
And I'm just not saying that, oh, she went out of her way to tell me how nice it was and what a wonderful job I did and what a wonderful day that it wouldn't have been if I wasn't there. And she shook my hand and held it on the podium when we walked across. She really went out of her way to do that day, and it really made me feel good. That really set an impression in my mind, and it's not because of her position where she is now, but I've been telling people about that.
Somebody of power like that to do that, it means a lot of times. It's right.
Right. And Michelle, you know, I got a chance to take the picture there and shake her hand and talk with her. It's just the way that Miss Clinton did, it really stood out.
Stood out in your mind, yeah, for sure. Well, let's get to the Southern soul music world of things, because you've done all that. And, folks, you got to go online. We'll have links on our website to Lomax, because, Anita, it's amazing where we're at right now. And here's some songs that you have worked with in the Southern soul world that we've had hot on the show for a while, which was Chandra Calloway's Ask Me What You Want, but not just that, but Mel Waiters. Working with him, I get to meet him before he passed, and just an incredible man there himself.
Yes, Mel was. I played with Marvin Cease for about a year. I played with William Bell. I played with a lot of the big ones, man. But Mel was a really, really nice guy. Even though I had to fly to San Antonio, Texas, every time I got ready to go. I flew out of Atlanta every weekend. I almost was tired of flying, but. I wrote the music for Mel's Got No Curfew, and since Chandra was in the band and Mel was producing some stuff for her, he asked me to do that, asked me what you want over, and I did that, and a couple of more songs. That was a real good season in my life. Right. I can say that. Right
now, let's get to the song that's really doing it, and that's the Knockdown Inn, man.
Yes. I was just at the house one day. It's like most of the songs I write, a lot of people ask me, do you live a lot of the songs that you write? I'm like, well, no, I just get up in the morning sometimes, and right before I get out of bed, all this stuff be going through my head. I hear these titles.
Well, I'm curious as to what's coming up next.
I got a song that I'm getting ready to release now, and it's called Watch It Shake.
Anita, see, there's another one when we play that song in the studio and you jump up like you do. This is going to be it. Watch It Shake.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to release it this week. It's a real catchy, fast song. It's really, really good.
So Lomax, where can they find out more about Lomax?
My website is lomax.production. The website, I got Facebook. That's Lomax Spalding. You can also, anytime they want to ask anything, they can go to the Jenny Weber Management page. And once again, man, I really appreciate you all taking the time out of your busy schedule to have me on your show. It really means a lot. And without the guys like you all, there would be no Lomax and the other artists.
Thank you very much for talking with us. We appreciate you taking your time to do this. Well, Lomax, let's go ahead and give them the song right now that's killing the chart.
Here it is. You all get ready for it. The Knockdown King.
Hey, I know everybody got a favorite place they like to go. But here's mine, y'all. Check it out. Woo! You know it's Friday. Oh, man. And I just got paid. I want to take some time to kick it with my baby. We're going out tonight.
Darin and Anita. A music evolution.